Yep. Hi guys, Stephanie Hunter here, beautiful Karen Crichton from Pai here in the Bay of Islands, New Zealand. And this is our next video for our gorgeous In Your Backyard series that we're shooting. So the idea here, guys, is to help you to become self-sustaining and to really look and to be aware of just all the gems and the nuggets that you've already got in your backyard, whether it be literally your backyard outside your back door or in your neighborhood or in your locality of where you live.
Yeah.
There's so much gems and so much magic and so much possibilities all around us all the time, isn't there, Karen?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it, really. I think, as I walk down the road, I've done a few workshops and things on use what's in your own backyard. And one day I was just walking down the road, and I don't have very far to walk to work. Shop, you call it work. And literally there were six herbs just growing literally in a 5-minute walk.
Wow.
That you can use. And what people don't realize is there's a herb growing so close to you that probably you need right now. And of course the foods and everything else, but that's the being a herbalist, I tend to go, well, I like food too, but as a herbalist I like to be able to help people.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Nature tends to look after her own beautifully if we understand the language she's using. So with these opportunities all around us, but we haven't been taught how to read them, this is where we step in now, Karen, don't we?
Yes, and I think, my job, as I perceive it, is to share the knowledge that I've been acquiring for my whole life, really, to be able to share with you so that you can make informed choices as to how you can help yourself and your families and friends if they're interested. But it's really important, I think, if we know what we can do for any situation, we're so empowered that we don't get fearful.
I love it. That's exactly right. Exactly right. So we've got a couple of videos here. We've got a couple of different podcasts as well. So down below, you're going to see some links leading you to our quantum healing page and our website. And then inside that website is another gift for you as well. So we're just the gifts that keep on giving, really, aren't we?
We're just a bloody gift shop, really.
I love it. So what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is a subject that we all are aware of, but I don't think we're all aware of just how much potential these bring for us. And that is the beautiful gift of apples, Ruben. Not Ruben, that's my son, Karen. Yeah. Sorry, shooting live. Apples.
The thing about apples is at this time of year here in New Zealand, they're just coming out and they're just so delicious. And if you have someone locally who has trees, that's the ideal. So there's a proviso with apples is A, New Zealand grown or grown within your country, and please try and get organic ones because they do use a lot of chemicals and waxes that can really, really affect your health. Just as an example, I love apples, and I used to have I normally have an apple a day generally, and what I was finding in the afternoon, I was finding my jaw was locking, and I couldn't work it out because I wasn't doing anything much different. And then I realized I was getting non-organic apples. And as soon as I switched back to organic apples, that all went away. And I thought to myself, oh, that's just a figment of your imagination, because you do. You sort of think, well, and then one day, so there weren't any organic apples available. So we got some non-organic, and literally straight away, it started to lock my jaw up.
Mm.
So symptoms can be that simple. And the solution can be that simple too. So let's go into what apples are so beneficial for. So oral health. I mean, it used to be when I was a kid, they used to say an apple away keeps the dentist away. And there's a good reason behind that. And then it also helps maintain cardiovascular health, a healthy snack for diabetics, improving respiratory health, fighting cancerous cells, preventing osteoporosis, help keep gut healthy, maintaining neurological health, boosting energy, enhancing skin conditions, preventing premature aging, controlling body weight, actually can prevent hemorrhoids, working as a detoxifier, and can prevent cataracts. Now, I use apples along with lemons as a liver detox. When we talked about lemons in one of the last videos, we talked about how you can use lemons in a kidney flush. Well, you add apples and lemons with garlic and ginger and olive oil together, you can cleanse your liver and your gallbladder. And the benefits are manifold. So you've got the pectin in the peel. You've also got malic acid in the pips. Now, you don't want many pips because they've also got other not healthy things like cyanide in. But malic acid in the pips can help dissolve gallstones. It also is really useful as an anti-inflammatory. So people with fibromyalgia, for example, take malic acid to help release the stress and trauma within the muscles, but apples can also give you that. So they're just amazing little things. And the pectin within apples, especially if you cook it with the skin on, the pectin gets released, and it really can be brilliant with people with IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, in other words. So if you have constipation or diarrhea, it can help with that. If you do have diarrhea like dysentery, apple puree, as well, if I say with the peel, cooked with the peel on, added with charcoal, can stop dysentery almost straight away. So, you know, it's such a beneficial product, food, and delicious too. So it satisfies those taste buds, which we all need those taste buds to be satisfied. And so it also has lots of antioxidants, vitamins and fiber and other nutrients. And so it's finding an apple that suits your palate, isn't it? Because there's so many. I remember we went to a place called Brighton Gardens in the UK, which is an organic farm, an organic, you know, it's a sort of a showcase really for organic gardening. And we happened to go there when it was an apple day, a sort of celebration of apples. And there was something like 360 different types. And most of them we'd never heard of. Obviously we didn't taste 360, you just couldn't manage that. But the ones we tasted were so deliciously different.
Wow.
There's so many different types of apple. And most of them contain the pectin and the malic acid, but they also contain, depending on where they're grown, the soil and everything else will depend. That's when the nutritional component comes through, because we just don't know.
So organic is really important. Fresh is really important as well, because as soon as you take a fruit or a vegetable or any food away from its life source, it starts to quite naturally decay. So you want to keep things fresh as well. Is that right, Karen? Because I've seen some apples still in people's fridges 6 or 7 weeks after they've been picked. Well,
sometimes you can't not choose that. But the good thing about apples is, yes, they do deteriorate. They don't deteriorate as quickly as others. And so that's the great thing, is they do keep for weeks, sometimes months, in the right conditions, in refrigeration and that sort of thing. But basically, if they look fresh, then they're okay. You know, it's when they sort of all shrivel up and lose their moisture content, really.
Brilliant. So organic is king, as with all fruit and vegetables, but organic is king, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I would highly
recommend.
Local
Source.
Grown at home if you can.
Can't get more local than that.
Yeah. Or from a local, someone down the road, or someone you know, someone who knows someone.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So the humble apple really can be king, and it can be overseen or overlooked because it's so common.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's becoming more aware, aware is probably the best way to describe it, more aware of what's already in your vicinity. Because as human beings, we tend to look for things we can't get easy access to. So let's become aware of what's around us, value what's around us, show gratitude for this year, and just, oh my gosh, apples, like I said, at this time of the year, in autumn time, are prolific. Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry?
Are they good for freezing? You puree them and freeze puree?
Yes, you could. I would recommend that you cook it that way, because otherwise it's going to be pretty yucky. But if you cook it, you could, again, you know, like we've talked about jellies and things, you can make jellies of. But cooking, just make sure when you cook it with the peel on. You don't have to eat the peel, so you can strain it. But it's cooking with the peel that releases the pectin that's mainly under the skin.
So to cook apples, cook stewed apples, you don't need to add any sugar to them, do you?
Well, I would actually. I just like cooked apples, so I have a real aversion to cooked apples. But yes, I don't think they need sugar because they're very sweet anyway, aren't they? So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Any questions, guys? Drop them down below as per normal. Now, we're going to ask you to do us a favor as well. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button. So by hitting the notification button, every time we upload a video of nutritional nuggets, you're going to get notification of it so you don't miss out on anything. And we want to grow our YouTube channel so we can help and reach as many people worldwide as possible. So the more of you who subscribe to us, the more we can reach more people. Sorry, Karen, you want to say something?
Yeah, can I just say a proviso of that is every time you go, can you make sure that that bell's on? Because YouTube, in its wisdom, is turning those buttons off, especially when we're talking about health. So if you could please make sure that that stays on.
Please do. If you don't hear from us, don't think we've stopped talking to you, you know, or ignoring you. Come looking for us if you have to, because YouTube is happening to many, many, many of our colleagues as we're finding it left, right and centre. So be aware and stay with us. Until next time, Karen, we'll talk about, I think it's, I'll make it a surprise in the next video, but come back and see us very shortly because we're going to be shooting more of these videos for you to help you and your family become self-sustaining, to be aware of what's in your backyard, and to make the most of the opportunities you already have. Until next time, au revoir.
Okay.